Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This video will hopefully help you with getting better odds at finding those new Gatling Plasma mod plans. Now, first we're going to take a look at how to do it. So, as you can see here, this is my main character. I'm in a private world. Now this is important because this method does require Fallout First, excuse me. It requires Fallout First. However, there is another non-Fallout First method that I will touch on near the end of the video. So if you're interested in that, please take a look near the end of the video. So what we're going to do here is initiate the collision course event. And I'm just going to do this real quick. Okay, I finished the collision course event and I'm going to check the loot. But one thing to note is you don't want to pick up anything from the loot unless you see the Gatling Plasma mod plan. Because if you pick up something from the loot will no longer reset with this method. Okay, so we checked the loot, there's no plan. And now what I'm going to do is start the nuclear keycard quest. Now for those who are unfamiliar with it or those who haven't played in a while, you're going to want to go to the White Spring Service entrance. So we're at the White Spring Service entrance. As you can see here, I'm going to go inside. I'll show you exactly where to go to start the quest. We're going to go straight down here, keep going straight. And then we're going to make a right. Once again, we're going to keep going straight down the stairs. It's a very nice place. We're going to head into the military wing, then make a right into the command center. And from this terminal here, this surveillance system terminal, we're going to initiate the nuclear keycard quest. This is the very first one. Okay, so you can see on the right, we have hide and seek and destroy. That means the quest is active. Now this is another method to see if we can get a plasma mod plan or not. So we're going to take a look. Let's open up my Pip-Boy and see where exactly this is at. So we're going to take a look here and show on the map. So wow, it's pretty far south. So it's showing it's here at the moment. Now I'm going to fast travel there. Okay, we've taken it down and we're checking to see if there's any plans. No plans. Okay, we're not going to pick up the nuclear key card because that will complete the mission. There's just a lot of thrashers around here and there's no plans. So I'm not going to pick up anything here. Now I'm going to go fast travel back to the collision course. If I can find it. Okay, we fast travel to the Morgantown Airport. Now I'm going to exit to the main menu. And I'm going to change characters. Okay, now I'm back, and this time I'm with my alternate character. This is the same private world that I was in with my main character. As you can see here, I have my camp up just to the north of the collision course event. This just makes it easier when I change back to my alternate character again. I can just fast travel here to check the loot. So I'm going to go down and take a look at what loot the alternate character got because the loot is different for each character, even though it's the same world. So there is no plan for the Gatling Plasma mod either. And this character, so what I'm going to do now is wait 5 minutes or until that detonation timer is finished, the one from the nuclear keycard, because that will reset the loot from that particular drop in the collision course. Now this is an important thing. Again, you don't want to have anyone enter your private world during this farming process at any time. Okay, now the 5 minutes are up and I'm going to head back into my main character. Okay, now I'm back in the same world, this time with my main character. You can see 5 minutes have passed, and if you look at the upper right, you can see that hide and seek and destroy is reset, and that means I can look for the flying cargo bot again. That means also that the collision court loot is reset. So you can see the loot is different. Some of the loot is different. That means there's a chance for the plan to drop again Unfortunately, no plan this time. Wah, wah, too bad. So now, since there's no plan, I'm going to do the hide and seek and destroy quest again. So no plan in this one again, so we're just going to repeat the steps. I'm going to fast travel to the tent just to the north of collision course. Okay, so I fast traveled back to my tent near the collision course event, and I will exit the main world again and come in as my alternate character. So no plan. That's fine. What I'll do now is go in as a different character. So I have another alternate character. Okay, now I'm here with my other alternate character and checking to see if this character has any of the loot. Now, all of these alternate characters, one thing to note, they have the Gatling Plasma plan already learned. So you want to make sure that all of your characters that you check have the Gatling Plasma plan learned. That they can make the Gatling Plasma. Because if they don't have the Gatling Plasma plan learned, they won't be able to get the plans from these drops. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go back to my main character. Okay, I'm back with my main character. As you can see, the hide and seek and destroy is reset. That means the loot is also reset, so check again. And this is basically wash, rinse, and repeat. You're going to keep doing this until you find the plans. Now, there's a couple things to keep in mind when doing this method. If you do find the plan and you pick it up, that means you will no longer have loot reset from that container for that specific character that you're checking with. Let's say, for example, I found the plan with my main character. I can go back to that same crate with a different character, my alternate character, but there'll still be loot will still be reset for that character because that character did not pick up any plans or any items from that crate. And that's pretty much the method. So you're just going to wash, rinse, and repeat. Keep repeating this process. While you're repeating this process, you'll be getting more collision course events, which means more crates will be out here for you and your alternate characters to check. Now, just some things to keep in mind here is that if you do find a plan, let's say this crate had a plan, and if I picked it up, that means this crate will no longer have its loot reset. But the alternate characters, since they did not pick up from this loot, their loot will still be reset until they pick up a plan from their crates or an item from their crates. So remember, you only want to pick up plans from this crate if you see it. The Gatling Plasma mod plans. And another point, just reiterating, make sure all your characters that you're doing this with have the Gatling Plasma plan learned. Now, if you're wondering where to get that, you will find that once again at the White Spring Service entrance. Make a left here at the military wing, go into the command center, and this time we're going to make a right to the armory. And here you'll see these wonderful terminals that you can trade with. And under plans, or excuse me, under notes, you'll see here a Gatling Plasma. So I would recommend buying this plan for your alternate characters if they don't have enough caps or if they don't have this location unlocked yet. All right, that's the method for farming Gatling Plasma mod plans in a private server. Once again, you're going to want to make sure no one joins your private server during this time. Otherwise, you'll have to start again from scratch. And the longer you're in your server, the more collision courses you'll be able to get, which means the more loot you'll be able to check. It's essentially doing collision course every 5 minutes because the loot's always reset 5 minutes. And the more crates that you have, that multiplies. And it gives you higher odds. And this is just to show you when you make your private world so that nobody none of your friends accidentally join you without your consent, you can take a look and just turn the setting to team only. You can see here at the bottom I have it to team only. So originally it'll be friends only, but if you make it to team only, that makes it so you have to invite a friend for them to join. They can't just join on their own. All right, now we're going to go into the non-Fallout First method. This method requires you to go into a public world and checking collision course events. So now I'm in a public world and I fast traveled to my tent near the collision course event. And I'm going to take a look to see if there's any crates already available. And unfortunately there isn't. I mean, you could do the event and just test your luck and take a look, but it's going to take some time, and you're better off just hopping worlds until you find a area where there's many crates already done. So several collision course events have happened and there's several crates to check. This method also requires another friend, to have a friend near you, because let's say there's several crates out here in the open and you want to check them, but you want to change to your alternate character to see if they have any kind of luck with the loot. You'll need a friend here so you can join back up on them. But yes, that is the non-Fallout First method. It requires a lot of hopping, and basically the more friends you have, the more chances you have at finding collision course events that have a lot of crates. But unfortunately, with my time zone, it's kind of difficult to get online the same time that my friends are. So I found that the Fallout First method that I just explained, it was a lot easier and just a bit more relaxing for me as well. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope this guide helps you to obtain the plans a bit easier this time. For me, it took about 3 to 4 hours to find all of the plans using the Fallout First method. But you know, RNG is RNG, and this particular mod plans have particularly low drop rates. So hopefully everyone will get lucky and find those plans as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was helpful, and I hope it helps you get all the plans.